Nothing starts the day better than a cold, refreshing glass of orange juice. That first sip instantly wakes you up and sets the tone for the morning. For millions of people, orange juice is a daily staple, made from ripe, juicy oranges that deliver the perfect balance of sweetness and freshness. In the United States alone, people drink more than 500 million gallons of orange juice every year. What's even more surprising is that demand stays strong year-round, even during the off-season, when fresh oranges are harder to find. So how does the orange juice keep flowing all year? And how do producers turn nearly 3 billion oranges into over 70 million gallons of juice? In this Factory Flow video, we're taking you behind the scenes to uncover the fascinating industrial process that transforms fresh oranges into the juice you enjoy every day. Every perfect glass of orange juice begins with the perfect climate, and in the United States, that place is Florida. With its year-round warmth and seasonal rainfall, Florida produces about 75% of all U.S. oranges, making it the heart of America's orange juice industry. These ideal conditions make Florida one of the best places in the world to grow juicy, flavorful oranges. But Florida alone can't keep up with the massive demand for orange juice. That's why many companies rely on imports, with Brazil playing a major role as the world's largest exporter of orange juice. In fact, most of the 100% orange juice you see on grocery store shelves is actually a blend of oranges from the United States and Brazil. A fun fact to remember the next time you check the label. When it comes to quality, the size and condition of an orange are some of the most reliable signs of its ripeness and flavor. Making truly great orange juice starts with the perfect raw ingredient. Only high-quality orange varieties are selected, harvested at precisely the right time, and most importantly, juiced as quickly as possible after picking to preserve freshness. Before any fruit is harvested, it goes through a series of strict quality checks to determine the ideal picking window. One of the most critical factors is the sugar level inside the orange. This is measured using a specialized device called a refractometer, which helps ensure every batch delivers the sweetness and flavor consumers expect. If the reading reaches at least 10%, the orange is considered ready for harvest. But if it rises above 15%, that extra sweetness can actually overpower the fruit's natural aromatic compounds, dulling the bright, fresh flavor that makes orange juice so refreshing. And because oranges don't continue to ripen once they're picked, timing is absolutely critical. The harvest has to happen at the exact moment when the fruit reaches peak sweetness and juiciness. Once that perfect point is reached, the harvest officially begins. Workers use a special picking bag worn across the chest, similar to a kangaroo pouch, but made from ultra-durable synthetic leather with padded shoulder straps to reduce strain and allow them to work for hours. The bottom of the bag features a smart zip release system, making it easy to unload oranges quickly into collection bins once it's full. Each orange is carefully hand-picked and gently placed into the bag to prevent damage to the delicate skin. On average, each worker carries about 55 pounds per load, which is roughly 40 oranges at a time. When the bag is full, workers simply unzip the bottom, releasing the oranges into large plastic bins lined up between the rows of trees. Once those bins are filled, a tractor hooks them up and hauls them onto a truck, ready for the next stage of processing. But during peak harvest season, when millions of oranges ripen at the same time, hand-picking alone just isn't practical. If the fruit isn't collected quickly, juice quality can suffer. And since these oranges are destined for juicing, small scratches on the peel are no longer a major concern. That's when heavy-duty harvesting machines take over. As they move through the orchard rows, powerful mechanical arms shake the trees, causing ripe oranges to fall onto conveyor belts positioned below. From there, the fruit is immediately transferred into a specialized collection vehicle that moves alongside the harvester, ensuring no oranges are left behind. These machines are incredibly efficient, capable of harvesting up to 2,000 pounds of oranges per minute. That's more than 2 million oranges in a single day. This kind of output is what keeps industrial juicing lines running at full capacity, but there's a trade-off. Mechanical harvesting, repeated season after season, can put stress on the trees, reducing photosynthesis and eventually lowering fruit yields over time. Once the harvest is done, tractor wagons loaded with oranges start their journey to specialized trailers called gondolas, strategically placed around the groves to receive the fruit. One by one, the wagons dump their loads into the waiting gondolas, and the process repeats until each trailer is completely full. Once filled, semi-trucks take over, hauling the gondolas to the processing plant. On average, about 350 truckloads arrive at the plant every day, with each load carrying roughly 120,000 oranges. The trucks line up at the unloading zone, where each gondola is lifted onto a hydraulic tilting platform ready for the next stage of processing. To unload the fruit, the platform tilts the trailer at about a 30-degree angle, using gravity to quickly and efficiently pour the oranges into the receiving system. From there, the oranges are transported via long conveyor belts straight to the washing area. Here, they're sprayed with a mixture of water and mild alkali, then scrubbed by rotating nylon brushes to clean the outer peel. High-pressure nozzles rinse the fruit continuously, washing away dirt while the brushes make sure each orange is thoroughly scrubbed. This cleaning process doesn't just remove surface grime, it also strips off the natural wax coating that helps preserve the fruit longer, which, if left on, can negatively affect juice quality. After the first rinse, the oranges go through a second water spray and another round of brushing to ensure they're completely clean before moving on. And if you notice some oranges with green skin, don't be fooled, they're not necessarily unripe. The outer color doesn't actually indicate ripeness or sweetness. Whether the peel is green, golden, or somewhere in between, the fruit inside is just as juicy and ready to be turned into juice. Once fully cleaned, the oranges move into a preliminary sorting phase. Along the conveyor line, workers carefully inspect each fruit. Any oranges that are bruised, damaged, or showing signs of decay are quickly removed from the line. Next, the oranges travel onto a specialized conveyor fitted with rotating rollers. These rollers gently spin each fruit as it moves, making sure every surface is exposed for inspection. This setup prevents the oranges from piling up and allows cameras and sensors to capture every angle of each piece of fruit. High-resolution cameras scan and record the entire surface of every orange, detecting scratches, rot, blemishes, mold, or any deformities. At the same time, near-infrared sensors shine light through the peel and measure the reflection, providing valuable insight into internal qualities like sugar content, acidity, and ripeness. Oranges with a sugar level above 12% are sent to the concentrate production line. The rest, with milder sweetness, go into the single-strength juice line, where they'll be turned into pure, not from concentrate orange juice. Even though all the oranges are destined for juicing, size sorting is still crucial. It ensures that each orange fits perfectly into the juicing equipment, maximizing efficiency, reducing waste, and extracting the most juice possible from every batch. Now comes the most critical stage, extracting the fresh, vibrant flavor from every single orange. Once sorted, the oranges are fed into a specialized industrial juicing system, a high-precision operation designed for large-scale production. Each orange is carefully placed into a juicing cup, held steady by a spiked metal ring that grips the fruit firmly during the process. With the orange securely locked in place, sharp pins puncture the bottom of the fruit while a powerful press descends from above, squeezing out the juice in one fast, efficient motion. The system simultaneously separates the peel and pulp from the liquid. The freshly extracted juice flows into large collection tanks where a spinning filter separates the pulp. Some juice products are meant to retain the natural pulp, while others require it to be completely removed. Thanks to this high-efficiency system, the plant can process up to 1,000 oranges per minute, producing an impressive 300,000 gallons of orange juice per day, enough to keep grocery shelves stocked year-round with nothing going to waste. After juicing, the leftover peels aren't wasted, they're repurposed to extract essential oils. Using centrifugal force, the plant isolates pure aromatic oil from the outer zest, capturing the very essence of orange fragrance. This natural oil is highly valued in the cosmetics industry and is commonly used in perfumes, body washes, and skincare products. Once the oil is extracted, the orange juice is divided into two main processing streams: concentrated juice and single-strength juice. For orange juice concentrate, the liquid is sent through an evaporator, where roughly 80% of the water content is removed, leaving behind a thick, intensely flavorful concentrate. This concentrate is then frozen into tubes of orange juice, the kind you often find in the freezer aisle at your local grocery store. On the other hand, single-strength juice requires a more delicate process to preserve both safety and freshness. The juice goes through rapid pasteurization. It's first heated to around 190 F to eliminate any harmful bacteria, then quickly chilled to about 30 F to lock in flavor and nutrients. Since no preservatives or additives are used, this type is typically labeled as 100% orange juice. After pasteurization, the juice is stored in massive chilled tanks, each capable of holding up to 1 million gallons, maintained at a steady 40 F. Thanks to this carefully controlled environment, the juice can retain its quality for up to 2 years with minimal impact on flavor. Before moving on to the bottling stage, samples are taken from the storage tanks and sent to the lab. Each sample must pass a series of rigorous tests, measuring acidity, sweetness, aroma, color, and most importantly, taste. Next, it's time for the pulp, which was separated earlier to rejoin the juice. It's pumped back through a dedicated pipeline into a mixing tank, where it's blended with the orange juice at precise speeds and durations to create a smooth, uniform consistency. During this stage, the plant may also add a touch of cane sugar or natural orange flavor to restore any aroma that can be lost during pasteurization or heat treatment. Since everyone's taste is a little different, the juice is then divided into multiple batches with varying pulp levels, from low pulp to some pulp to extra pulp. So there's a version for every preference. And if you like your juice silky smooth with zero bits, don't worry, there's a pulp-free option just for you too. What about you? Do you prefer your orange juice packed with pulp, just a little, or completely smooth? Let us know your favorite in the comments below. Now the juice is ready for the final stage, bottling. An integrated scale built right into the bottleneck automatically checks the weight of each bottle, making sure nothing is overfilled. Once a bottle reaches the exact fill, precisely 59 ounces, roughly the juice of 10 oranges, it moves down the conveyor to the capping machine. This machine works at lightning speed, sealing each bottle with a tight twist. In the blink of an eye, the capping is done. Right after, every bottle passes through a high-speed camera system paired with UV lighting. This smart inspection setup instantly detects issues like leaks, loose caps, or deformed bottles, ensuring only flawless products move forward. The finished bottles are then grouped into packs, neatly shrink-wrapped and stacked onto pallets in perfect rows. To keep everything secure during transport, a robotic arm wraps each pallet with stretch film, locking the load tightly in place. Finally, this entire batch of fresh orange juice is loaded onto refrigerated trucks, ready to be delivered to stores across the country. If you found this video interesting, go ahead and hit that like button, share it with friends or family who love orange juice as much as you do, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss the next fascinating journey.